Welcome to another episode of the Stampede. I'm your host, Stephen Foster. We are located on the Shady Sports Network. The Mustangs are 1-0, coming off their season opening win against the Kansas Storm. The Mustangs really dominated from bell to bell, and one of the stars of the game joins us tonight.
This week's sponsor is Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Dickey's Barbecue Pit is a proud sponsor of the Gillette Mustangs. They are also the provider of your weekly offensive and defensive players of the week. In this episode, we bring you Carance Higgins, this week's Dickey's Barbecue Offensive Player of the Week, and next week we have Garrett Pemilton, the Defensive Player of the Week from Week 1. Tune in next week as we interview Garrett Pemilton and enjoy this episode today with Carance Higgins. Back to the show.
Listen to this stat line: 5 catches, 114 yards, and all 4 of the Mustang touchdowns. Please welcome wide receiver Carance Higgins.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Welcome, sir. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good.
Man, you had a fantastic game. Tell us how it feels to get that first win, and do you expect to have that kind of performance?
It felt great getting that first dub on the season, like always. And no, I did not, but I did expect to play good, but not that good, if that makes sense.
Sure. You are an absolute star at Southern Arkansas University in both track and football. I'm interested in what came first. Was it track or football?
I would say it was football that came first. That's my first love.
Did football lead you to track?
Yes, it did. It did, because I don't know if you remember D'Anthony Thomas from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he ran track, and I was like, hey, I'm trying to be like him. So I was like, I'm just gonna run track just like him, be a dog just like.
And that turned out really well for you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, between Coach Walker and Coach Gray, you have a ton of access to football knowledge. How much fun has it been playing with them? And can you tell us what Coach Gray was like in the huddle at the first game?
Man, it was tons of fun. It's tons of fun, and it's like tons of like knowledge at the same time, because they're like great minds and like great talents. So they just like telling us what to do, and you know what I'm saying, we just feed it into that. And Coach Gray in the huddle was very calm, even though people was in the stands like blowing whistles and stuff. It was crazy. So
how was that atmosphere there? Was it pretty intense?
yeah, it was intense. But
hey, so you had 2 touchdowns of 40 and 41 yards, and your last touchdown, you were so wide open that there was the defender wasn't even within 10 yards of you. How much did your speed play a role in you getting so open?
I'll say in this game, my speed played 50%, because like in this game, it's speed and knowledge, because you have to have the knowledge to get your person on this side of you, so the QB can throw the ball on the other side where he's not at. So it's like 50-50 knowledge and speed.
Fantastic. It seemed like you and quarterback Mike Pena looked to be in sync all game long. Have you guys been clicking like that all throughout camp?
Man, we've been gelling all throughout camp, man. It's not just me and him, it's everybody else. So just keep that in mind. I had a game like this. Somebody else gonna have a game like this too. So we all been clicking through camp.
Nice. I'm sure Mustang Country is going to be very happy to hear that. Okay, so it's time for the 4-point play segment. It's going to be 4 random rapid fire questions. All right, here we go. What is your favorite NFL team?
Bengals right now.
Bengals. Favorite NFL player?
Right now, Tanner Hudson.
Favorite actor or actress?
I would say right now, Will Smith.
And favorite movie?
I Am Legend.
That is it. That is our 4-point play segment. Thank you for doing that with us. So the team just announced you as the Dickies Barbecue Pit Player of the Week on offense. How does that make you feel heading into week 2?
Man, I am honored to be the player of the week for Dickies, just because I've been putting all this work in, and now people are seeing it. So
What's harder to prepare for, a big football game or a big track and field event?
that's a tough question right there, because like that's a tough question, because I would say both. Like the sports, and both of them is really just like just high competition. So I would say both.
I would imagine they're both equally very hard to prepare for.
There it is. They are.
What was your absolute favorite track event?
The 200.
The 200.
My thing, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, let's say EA Sports made a CIF indoor football game. What would be your speed rating in that game?
I would say a 93 or 5. Nothing less than that. Nothing less than that.
I love it. So another road trip for you guys this week is you guys travel to Rapid City before back-to-back home games. What's one thing you want to get better at before heading into game 2?
Right now, I would say my blocking, because this last game my blocking was not up to par. So I need to work on that so I can be a better, well-rounded receiver.
How excited are you guys going to be for that first home game in Gillette?
We're gonna be lit. It's gonna, we're ready. We're so ready right now.
The Mustangs also look pretty dang good on defense. They look really good on the defensive side of the ball, picking the ball off several times. How tough is this defense in practice?
I would say we go back and forth in practice every day, back and forth, back and forth. So it's competition every day. So it's really just your best players playing against your best players. So you know what I'm saying? That make the whole team better. So
where does the game you had the other night rank among your all-time best football performances?
I would say rank 2, just because I was kicking the ball also, and that was my first time kicking the ball. So it's ranked number 2.
Man, I really appreciate you taking all this time to join us. Is there anybody you would like to say hello to or give a shout out to?
I would say yes, my son back home, Benji, my mom, my brother, my sister, all my family, just everybody that helped me out, just helped me along the way.
Thank you so much for being on the show. All of us here at the Shady Sports Network are excited to see what you do next.
Thank you.
There you have it. Another episode of the Stampede is in the books. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode, and hopefully the Mustangs will be 2-0 to start the season. Have a fantastic week.